Hello, hello.
Hello, kids.
It is time for... Wait, are we live?
Absolutely
Or
not.
is this a rerun?
I guess we'll figure this out now. If the game crashes, then we're live.
Yeah.
So
I thought someone would introduce the run. It's just... We just started? Okay, that's fine.
let's just start it. And
Alright, so we're playing New Game Plus, which means we start with some extra money and experience. This is nice because combat in this game isn't very good. So let's just kick it off, and you can start the timer. Okay. Timer's not starting. So you can start the timer anytime now?
Just start the timer.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, can people watching the stream hear stuff? That's the most important part. Did we meet the donation incentive? Yeah. Good. So we have like a secret room here. It's actually hard to find even when you know it's there. Because there's this wall you have to
Microphones to your mouth actually.
use. Okay. This is going well. How's that? Alright. So we got a nice Russian message. Luckily we have a Russian understander here.
Yeah, I've been hired as a Russian translator here, and it says, because the vault has given us all.
Yeah. And
What does that mean?
The vault is, we are on our apprentice mission for the Vault of Equilibrium. We've basically been brainwashed, though the game wouldn't say that, but that's my conclusion, because we are like insanely loyal to this vault, who are basically an organization that monopolizes magic and any magical items. They will say it's out of like, they want it to be used responsibly, but later on we'll learn kind of otherwise. But the main character, Orvin, he'll just take it in strides. He won't ask any questions, and will defeat the rivals of the vault. Oh, so in this game you might have noticed we can fly. That's because when the developers were finishing the game, they forgot to remove F10 as a debug key that basically teleports you to where the camera is. So that means we can move across the maps quite quickly. If this was an open world game, it would be even more imbalanced, but the maps are relatively small, so we'll basically spend a lot of time flying from load zone to load zone. Yeah, so this is combat. A lot of just mashing, spamming the mouse. And always in like 3-hit combos. So actually the game volume is surprisingly loud for me as well.
Good for me, just in case.
Big skeleton as well. So in these 3-hit combos, the third swing is always the power swing. So you want to make sure to hit the enemies with the power swing and avoid their power swing. Alright, so we have to collect these 3 living stones, which, of all the quests, this is the only like MacGuffin quest that isn't plot relevant. Oh, there's one other. But yeah, they're just some things you have to collect because you have to show that you have mastered your training to become a full-fledged servant of the Vault of Equilibrium. Alright, so we're heading back to our training master. We can, as long as the camera is close to them, you can talk to them. Alright.
This is a potential reminder to say,
Спасибо вам за все.
Пройдя испытание и доказав, что он достоин служить в своде
During these loading
равновесия,
screens, there's a little bit of
Orvin
narration.
уже не
Unfortunately, we
воспит-
won't have time to listen to it all because we can skip.
blah blah blah, serving to someone, blah blah blah.
Exactly. And so this guy is actually the final boss. You don't know this yet,
Нет,
but
спасибо.
we can just ignore him for now. And coming up is something a little bit inappropriate, but it's part of the game, so... Because in Beltion, for some reason, when you press the P key, Beltion pees. And it is actually a strat.
I'm not gonna lie, I remember the process of installation of this game on the PCs. That also felt inappropriate.
Right. Okay, so I missed the peeing here, so we have to do it again. So basically, if you pee in the fountain, for some reason it's in another Easter egg where you get 1000 XP, and 1000 XP is no joke. So we'll take that. Alright, so now we have to arrive here at the House of Knowledge, where we're going to meet a guy who is at the same rank as us in Erm Savan. Savan, I think it's pronounced.
Привет.
But he's a little bit more
So
senior
what-
than us, so he's going to give us our first missions. And right now we have to head back to our new house that we got as a servant of the vault to put on our official dress, and including our badge, which will show, we'll be able to show authority with it. Yeah. I mean, when you're an official, you have to have a badge, of course. So this is Orvin's house. Yeah. So the character's name isn't Beltion, you would think, but his name is actually Orvin. Beltion, we'll find out later what that means. I won't spoil it. Yeah, so by the way, this, if you're wondering, you're maybe seeing some English text as well. And that's because I am playing the English version of the game, but it's very unfinished, so it's only like maybe 15 to 20% that is translated into English.
No one bothered to translate the games properly in
But
mods.
the title is translated.
I mean, you need to sell it, so...
But as you pointed out, the title is actually wrong. Because you translated the Russian title for me, and it's like Beltion, the Vault of Equilibrium.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So I think actually what happened is that they planned the English version when they were doing an older version of the plot, which had much more to do with ritual, because originally it was about Beltion being a I think originally he was called Beltion, and he was a priest of death who got a curse on him, and he had to do some ritual to get rid of the curse. Yeah. But that plot fell by the wayside, along with the aspirations of having like an open world game. All right, we're going into the port now. We have a mission where we have to... There's some imported goods here, potentially containing some illegal items. So we have to open a few of these crates. We can also like try and loot some of the other stuff, but we'll get reprimanded for it, so I won't do that.
I really like how you just collected literally the illegal item.
Yeah.
It literally said that.
Okay. Yeah, I think like they also use the word altered materials for like some item that has been affected by magic. Or maybe that's just illegal items, I don't know. I used like screen caps and Deep L to
Как успехи?
translate
Проверил?
this game.
DPL is fairly nice, so...
Yeah.
Ну что же.
So he actually says that I don't have any more missions for you. You can go view the city. But then I just spoke to him again, so he says, okay, I have another mission for you. That's kind of nice.
Ну что?
So now we're going to actually...
Сонну.
That guy, Agin, he's out of the picture now. Now we get to the higher up. So this guy is called Sun, and he has the rank of Arum,
Прости.
which is way above. We won't even make it that high. Okay, I have to remember the right skills to train here.
Да.
So we're going to train 2 levels of swordsmanship, single-handed swordsmanship, and 2 levels of fisticuffs.
Могу научить.
Да. Что ж.
That's
Могу
going to be
научить
very
тебя.
handy.
Да. Что ж. Я на...
So that's the way like experience works in this game. You collect them, then you go to like a teacher who can teach you stuff for the experience. We're going to also be able to learn a very useful double damage spell later on that can be... it's supposed to only last for some seconds, but it can be extended through a glitch. But unfortunately, we have to meet more higher up teacher to get that spell.
I just want to point out how I think the first playthrough of this game, for an English-speaking person, could be very, very messy and not fun, because all those skills that he should have acquired, like there was no translations.
Yeah.
It just said blah 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 400 blah blah, and
Yeah.
that's it. And you couldn't know what you're taking and 400 of what.
So we actually first started trying to route this game at ESA 2019. Me, Havard, and Rhythm. And I think Shu was in it as well. But we gave up eventually. Actually, Robbie was there too. And then we tried again at this ESA winter. Okay, we have to... I need to... hang on. So we're going to sell a bunch of our stuff, because we need to be able to afford this really good sword. Let's see. Sell all this stuff, and now we can get this sword, which is already like... This is all the weaponry we'll need for the rest of the game. So that's basically why I did the NG+, so I could get that sword, and of course also the XP to learn those skills. And that's going to make a big difference. I'm just going to equip this armor I got. Okay. So the mission we have now is there's earlier on in the Vault's history, there was a young up-and-comer like ourselves who got too ambitious and decided to strike out on his own and obtain magical
Зерцало
powers and
огня
stuff like
вышло
that.
из Пеннарина,
You know the
намереваясь пересечь море Фаха и достичь полуострова Фальм.
Farm. I always remember that part. Anyway, so this guy Saitak, who is he was the big talent in the service of the Vault before us. He became seduced by magical powers, and the Vault wants to sort of capture him. And on this map we should be able to just fly to the end where there's a combat sequence, but I messed it up a little bit. Let's see where we are. Okay, we need to go a bit further. Can actually zoom the camera out a bit, then the flying becomes even faster. It is though dangerous to go too high. That will cause us to start losing HP. As well as if we go too high, we might drop through the ground. That can happen.
But could they crash the game?
Oh yeah, I should save probably. There should be a combat sequence here, please. Oh yeah, there we go. So now that we have this sword, these enemies are pretty much just gonna melt. Yeah, see I'm sort of partially stuck in the ground. Yeah, they just take 2 hits to kill now.
Soundtrackers.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically what happened was we were chasing Saitak, the villain, and the storm blew us off course and we landed on this island. And these guys here just started attacking all of a sudden. So in this game you can spam through menus incredibly quickly with spacebar.
Would we have time for a donation or two?
Absolutely.
All right, so we have actually 3 donations. One is by Sajiki. I think that was from the last run, $30, and he says, "Love you, Lurven." And then Sajiki also donated
Зерцало
$50 more
огня
for
благополучно
Sid and
ускользнуло из
saying,
лап
"Love
цинорских
you, Sid."
варваров, когда почтовый
So actually
альбатрос
Sajiki was the hero who
Yeah,
got
I
us to
think that
get
deserves a
expensive. Yeah.
Лично у меня для тебя не...
And the last donation is by Prasko saying, "Davai davai Hekathon offline, $14." Thank you so much, everyone.
Thanks guys.
Can we have an oppa from the audience? No, we can't. Let's go.
Okay.
Ну что, кому
So the armory that we just went through is actually the same like model as the House of Learning we were in earlier.
Полагаю, выполнять...
But don't think about it too much. So now we're going to meet like the leader of the vault, the Gnor. And I think his name is Laga. And this guy, he doesn't give a rat's behind about anything.
Я хочу,
just,
чтобы вы отправились в Я
Tells
исполню все
everyone
в
what to do.
Родовое поместье Тамаев называлось «Дикая утка».
Alright, so we're going to this family tomb of some family. I don't remember what they're called. I think they're the Tamayans or something. We have to gather what... when you first play the game, you think this is sort of like a filler mission, because we aren't really told what we're here to gather, but it actually turns out to be plot relevant later. We have to get a certain artifact. I'll tell you about it later.
I cannot get over the fact that they just mentioned that the mansion of the family is called Wild Duck.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Are ducks even relevant to this game?
Not as far as I know. Oh wait. So actually these dungeons can be a little tricky when you're not used to playing it on the monitor you're playing it on. We should be fine here. So now we get that cursed thing. That's usually just, in this game, there's like weird imagery flashing when a spell is cast. So this guy, we can't actually like do anything to him yet, unfortunately. We have to like wait for him to open the gate. It's supposed to be a spooky scene. So one thing that is like a usable strat for combat is to stand below enemies, because they usually like swing above your head. like in the casual playthrough, when you get to this guy, he's like really tough. I'm just mining my health. I gotta remember to drink potions and probably save the game as well. Oh, saving is not available. Sadly, this dungeon we do have to kill a bunch of skeletons, as far as I know. Because we can't actually exit through the entrance. We have to meet the daughter of this powerful family whose tomb we are invading. And the game sort of sets her up as a ghost girl who's like running around being spooky, but it turns out she's just a normal person. And I guess the skeletons don't attack her because they are her family members that we're now killing for a second time. Yeah, so normally you would have to like go through the whole dungeon, like forwards and then backwards. So I'm actually having to encounter both sets of enemies, so both the ones from the way there and the way back. Sad necessity. But luckily there aren't too many mandatory combat sequences in this game. Especially these skeleton archers go down extremely quickly with this weapon. And of course with the 2 levels we put into one-handed swordsmanship. You can also do a build with 2-handed, but the problem is you don't get access to that until a bit later in the game. So I don't think it would be faster.
Have you tried the 2-handed way though?
That's what I was originally routing. Yeah, I don't think it is going to be faster. Could be wrong. This is still early days for Beltion, you know. The community is only forming. We already have one follower of the Twitch category, which is me. I hope by the end of this marathon there will be at least 2. These guys. One more.
Что ж, говорили?
Alright, so we got the artifact and we're now back. Let's talk to the Gnor. And he sends us on a new mission. Again to chase Saitag. This time we're actually going to catch up with him. But it'll take a little while before we actually have our first showdown with him. Because he's going to be fleeing for quite a while to begin with. And actually I should just equip the armor again. For some reason the game likes to like periodically put your inferior armor back on. Don't ask. And also sometimes it like unequips your sword because you're supposed to not have a sword in the cutscene.
I will surely ask that question in developers forums.
Yeah.
If that's selective after 20 years.
Oh wait, that's not the guy we want to talk to.
So
this guy is actually kind of a loose cannon.
Все
Or
собрано,
he's like,
готов
he has a bit of an
По
attitude.
велению Гнорра,
Unlike Orvin,
Орвин и Герон вновь
Гидон.
пустились в погоню.
he's gonna meet
Их
a very
задача
sad
осталась
fate.
прежней.
Well, not a sad fate, but he's
Найти
gonna suffer a
они.
bit. More about that later. See, now we got the bad armor again. Wait. Please? Oh, it's because we have to wear this for this mission. I forgot. So this is actually quite a short one. We can just fly to the end. So this is called Port Crimson. These are like quite harsh people who have enslaved the Groots, who we will meet later on. And then it is also rumored that the people of Port Crimson are building a massive fleet to maybe invade the main peninsula.
Орвину пришлось продолжить начатое дело в одиночку. Имея четкие предписания
Continuing on to this place. So this is the Garayan Mountains, the famous Mohawk tribe, where everyone has a Mohawk.
Что
This guard, we can't like appeal to his honor, but we can like ask to pay him. And he says, okay, find these. You have to kill some scorpions and get their stingers, I think. So we have to enter the mine. You can also just fly past the gate, but the problem is the next place doesn't load, or the NPCs there don't load. Alright, so these scorpions, still not a big deal. It's going to be a while before we encounter actual tough enemies. and by then we won't really need to fight. Alright, and then we have to fight the blue scorpion, which is slightly stronger. So even though you would think, okay, we completed the mission, let's talk to the guy who gave us the mission, not necessary. Because the NPCs beyond his gate have already spawned, so we can just fly past. And this is where we're going to meet Saitag. So these people are known for like their skills in forging, making weapons and other stuff. Why they also have a mine. So we're in the forge now. And the guy on the left is Saitag, and he uses magic and vanishes and makes some skeletons. And also, I hope you guys like screen shake. We're going to have a bit of it. Don't worry, we're going to get close. Cutting a little bit close with the help there. And here we basically have to kill all the scorpions who are invading here. Because these guys, they were led to believe that Saitag was going to save them, clear the minds of the scorpions, but actually he had ulterior motives. Which I guess we also do. Once we've killed a number of these, there's going to be like a huge crab that's going to spawn. And sometimes it'll like fly into the air. We'll see if that happens. Yeah, so you see why I wanted to play NG+. It sort of says like an elephant. It goes down fairly quickly. Alright, and here's going to be interesting to see if the shot works this time. Wait, do I have one enemy I didn't kill? It certainly seems like the map, the combat thing is still active. Alright, I guess we'll just have to backtrack a little bit. Don't worry.
Are we bugged?
Oh, I guess I flew past the trigger that was supposed to spawn, so... Yeah.
Okay.
So there are a number of like triggers where you have to be a little bit precise in this game. And there's also later a place where you have to touch one trigger that activates enemies being killable, but not the one that activates their AI. Okay, so this shot, let's see if it works this time. I was testing the game earlier and it actually, for some reason, didn't have anything in the shot. I'm just going to buy 5 potions. Probably don't need them, but just to be safe.
Я готов, вождь.
Преследуя Сайтага, Орвин отправился в Радагарну, древнюю столицу степных кочевников.
So basically, Radagon is the place that was enslaved by the Fort Crimson folk, and the queen of Radagon is like, we just have to accept that we're slaves now. Well, I guess she's not a slave, so that's probably why. But like Orvin, as I said, he just worships authority. He doesn't care. All right, let's put on that armor now. Have a little small fight sequence coming up. And let's see if I touch the triggers correctly, yeah. Okay. Red barrels. Gotta have them. So once we've killed these guys, there's gonna spawn a guy with a big hammer that can stun us on the stairs. But if we end with this guy, we can sort of encounter him on the stairs. And as I said earlier, fighting enemies when they're above you makes it harder for them to hit you. Hopefully he won't be able to stun us too much. Yeah, he isn't even using his stun thing. He's sort of trying to outflank us, but I won't let him. Yeah, so that went pretty smooth. Actually, we don't need to pick up the hammer, but I guess it doesn't hurt. Alright, so we have to help the queen, whose palace is being attacked by the rebellion, who, like, the rebellion, I think they sound, like, pretty sympathetic. They just don't want to be enslaved anymore. Queen's like, no, we can't fight for our freedom. So what do you think of the game so far?
Yes.
Yes. Correct response. Uh-oh.
Я готов.
Okay. I thought the game was crashing for a second. Alright, so we finally caught up with Saitak, and we're going to have a bit of a showdown here. And actually, when you're not doing NG+, he can be kind of tough. But here we can just like chase him down, and he'll start like drinking a potion. We can like, even stop him in the animation of drinking a potion. He does have some quite powerful attacks. Should be good for now. Like whenever you can avoid having to drink a health potion, you want to avoid it, because going to a new mission heals you.
Я не боюсь, царица.
Победа над Сайтагом
Alright, so I
стала
forgot
для
to tell
Орвина
about
неожиданностью.
like the main quest line. So we have found out that we are in search of these things called Svetoch, I think. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Like
Sounds correct, yeah.
Light bringers or lights or something like that. Basically, they're like precious stones that will be used to summon the Beltion, which, okay, I can spoil it now. Beltion is like a huge flying ship, which is a very powerful weapon that Saitak wants to harness, and that our superiors, the Gnord, also wants to harness. And for some reason, Orvin doesn't question why the people we're working for basically want the exact same thing as the people we want to start. It would be a perfect setup to have like a twist where he finds out, oh, maybe these guys aren't the good guys either, but yeah.
But is there a twist?
No. No, it's just we stopped.
Прощай,
Okay,
ты,
spoiler
царица.
We stopped
Звезда
Saitak.
степей оказалась камнем
Well, there is
невероятной
an ending
красоты.
cutscene that I haven't been able to watch because it didn't have subtitles.
Maybe that was like
Maybe.
sequel or something, and then it didn't happen.
Yeah. All right, so he basically tells us that we've done well, because right now they think we actually killed Saitak. He isn't dead, spoiler alert.
Милость.
And Son tells us that we're doing really well and we've been promoted to the rank of Rasavan. And he's saying like, at this rate you'll make Arum, which is his own title, by age 30. Which is, I mean, good news and a good way to keep someone who's already a bit brainwashed in the fold. Like, don't ask questions, take this promotion. Alright, and we can exit this door before that fade out happens. So those guys there were actually sent by the family that we raided the tomb of to get the first Svetoch.
Стой! Ну что?
And they're sort
Кому-то сонный.
They're sort of trying to make a power play against the vault, and so we have to stop them. Alright, I have to remember here. Okay. So now we're told that something bad happened to Giron, who we were on a mission with before. And actually, we skipped that part, but there's a cutscene, I think, where, and I also skipped it in my casual playthrough, but they refer to what I think is a cutscene where he gets hit by an arrow. And then afterwards, he also gets captured and enslaved. So he's had a rough time. And therefore, we will allow him to stay at our house. And that's fine, because we... Oh, no. And that's fine, because we won't be returning to our house ourselves. But if you go back, you'll see him, like, sleeping in our bed. But he's still, like, the same old, like, jolly guy, like, making banter, talking about how he... You know, he plays by his own rules, etc.
But at your place.
Yeah.
Ну что?
From now on,
Кому
he'll
сегодня?
be
К сонну.
only working part-time for the vault.
Что ж,
Alright, so now that we've done great deeds, let's all to go see the Gnor again. And we'll get a... See, this is one of the Svitosh, and he's going to show us the part of its power. And I don't know why he's spawning skeletons. I think it's just like when they're attracted to the magic, because he's doing like incantations. Later on we'll have to defend someone doing an incantation. But right now I don't think he can actually die. Yeah, combat is just so thrilling in this game. Alright, so the Gnor wants to put the uprising of the Tamayan family down for good, so he's heard of some spies around the around town. So we're gonna like go and bust the spies. And this is the only one of them that we actually will have to fight. The other ones will surrender voluntarily.
How do we know that that guy was a spy?
There is actually an ability I don't use. It's like this special Eye of Truth.
Okay.
So when you play it casually, you would use that.
And it's not RNG.
No, it's the same ones every time.
Okay.
So it's, yeah, I don't need to use it. And here's another spy.
Простите. Да, я служу первому. Что
You
ж,
can choose to fight that guy, but that's just slower, so we'll let him live. And I always get paranoid at this point, so I think I'm going to save. Though we are getting good crash RNG.
Famous last words.
And this guy, like, okay, yeah. He doesn't always spawn right away. He says something about like, I'm not much into this spying business, please let me go. Alright, so we busted the 3 spies. And now we can finally learn some of the techniques that the Gnor can teach us. And we're going to learn the double damage spell. This is when you could, in principle, or in theory, learn two-handed swordsmanship. But considering like how much fighting I've already done, it's clearly best to do the one-handed.
Кому? Гнору. Орвин, сейчас отправляйтесь на... Вы хотите освоить новую
Number 7.
песнь ярости?
Да.
Да. Вы хотите освоить новую...
Okay. That looks like this. And it has a really obnoxious effect, but we're going to have to just accept it. We're in this together. Like, it has screen shake, and it has, like, a red aura around the screen. And it will, like, linger, because we're going to use a glitch with it. Alright. So we have to go obtain the 3rd Svitosh, which is actually on the island of Sinor, where we were earlier. The place where the natives attacked us. This time, though, I think they're all supposed to be at some festival. That's actually a tricky dialogue, because always like yes is number 1, but here you have to use 2 instead. Very confusing. The game just tries to trip up like non-Russian speakers. Yeah, so all the natives here are like at some celebration, but these shaman are out like doing some stuff. And this guy really wants, I forget, like some headdress, I think, that one of the senior shaman have. So we're gonna go steal it for him. You can actually also instead kill him and help this guy, but that's slow. Okay, there we go. And here you're gonna see the spell, which is not nice. Okay. Okay, I think I might be low HP. No. Okay, and so for now the spell actually goes away. But so the glitch with the spell that I'll be using later on is that if you use it right as you're about to enter a cutscene, the game will just forget that it's on a timer. So we'll just have permanent double damage until we exit the map. However, once we exit the map, the effect of the spell will still be active, so we'll still have the screen shake and all that good stuff. Though sometimes the red aura does go away. And I'm a little lost here. Okay, this is the place. So he tells us where the entrance to the cave where the Svitosh is hidden is. But we couldn't just go there without talking to him, unfortunately. That would have been optimal. So this is like one of those dungeons where you just go like down, 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 all the way to the bottom. So in theory it can be beaten very quickly, but it can be sort of tricky to find the entrance to the right hallways. This looks good. So I haven't been able to like get a proper translation of what this particular switch is called. Maybe you can tell me.
This one was the Eye of Homer.
What is Homer?
No clue, that's the name.
Because that's what Devel. Okay. Homer. Okay. It's just a name.
Yeah, it's not a word for sure.
I thought it was like a hummingbird or something. The Eye of the Hummingbird. Okay, that was probably better than in my one run I've done of the game. Okay, so now we get to use the permanent double damage spell. And actually, it's a problem that I really can't see how much health I have, so I should just use a safety potion. Yeah, I find when this spell is going, like, the health bar is like really hard to
Обретя
read.
третий светоч, Орвин отправился в обратный путь. Но вопреки счастливому обороту дел в его сердце...
Oh yeah, so basically what happened was the shaman who we helped steal the headdress, he's like seduced by power, which is kind of a theme in this game, I guess. And he wanted the Eye of the Hummer as well. Let's see, now we have 3 out of 4 Svitoch. The last one though, we will both have to find and we'll have to like get it purified because it will be in an imperfect state. Yeah, and the red aura just sometimes lingers. Though I think actually if I use the spell again, it might go away.
Не знаю, как и
So now we're sent back to... we're going to be sent back to the place where the tutorial took place.
Ну что, Орвин, готов к
And we
экспедиции в
actually want to
крепость?
learn some
Так
skills first.
что ж, если
We
ты
wanna
так
learn
хочешь, вот список того,
five.
могу научить тебя, как
Да.
Да. Что ж,
More
если
5.
сможешь брать. В смысле, да. Что ж, если ты...
Я,
That should be fine. Wait. Is that everything? Yeah, no. Okay, I learned the wrong stuff.
Ну
So
что,
that's going to make the game a
готов
little
к
bit harder. That's
экспедиции в
fine.
крепость?
Так точно.
That's unfortunate.
Орвин и Сон
I mean, it's only a
следовали
difference
в
of like
старый
18 damage
Ордос,
or like 10 damage. Or
мертвый
Но
город.
как бы...
something. Okay. So now we're actually like tag teaming with Son, who has a gun. He actually has a gun. Okay, and I'm out of bounds. I'm too far out of bounds. I'm just going to load here. So yeah, this is where like I guess the steampunk elements start to appear. Though I don't think we'll see the gun. Alright, should be on the right track now. So unfortunately, it is a different map than the one we started in. So you can't just like go into this room during the tutorial.
Теперь начнется самое...
That would have been the ultimate skip of this game, I guess.
Any plans on using the spell again to get rid of the red aura?
Yeah, I could do that. Oh no, I shouldn't do that. Okay. It's fine. The thing is, yeah, I had the double damage active there. Because I used it again before the conversation. Yeah, see, that's what happens. Like, when you use it while it's active, it'll actually just deplete your mana as it's supposed to. But now I can't activate the permanent invincible or double damage again. Alright, so he's casting this incantation and all the skeletons. Whoa, bouncy skeleton, I haven't seen that before. And I remember like playing this casually, his health bar can like deplete so easily. Because you have to do many more encounters like together with him in the normal way of playing it. So he spawns this like interdimensional seer kind of being
Мы сделали все, что...
who has the
Хотя
powers to like
задание
tell us
было
where the
выполнено
last
с
Switch is.
честью, возвращение...
And now we have to go to the town of Eat.
Отслушаю и поведу.
Which is basically like a town that's been. Wait, that's not yet. First, this is the other one other like filler mission where the city is being attacked, and you would think like when we're like drawing towards the conclusion of the game that it would make sense just to have like Cytug or someone else important like send an army to attack the capital of the Vault of Equilibrium. But no, it's just like there was a like monster transporter or something, like a ship that had some monsters in cages, and they got out. Yeah. So we have to clear the streets, and we'll basically be sent to like 3 different locations. That we have to fight. So might as well use the spell. You can also lure them over to Gidon, who will use his... He has a gun as well. Everyone has a gun. We can also get a gun, but it's very pricey.
Very casual.
It's pricey, and yeah, it might actually be worth it. I haven't tested that out yet.
Do they have like overpowered guns or?
No, it takes so long to load. That's a problem.
Okay, then.
It's like, imagine like when they just invented guns. So unfortunately, we can't get the bonus from being in the fountain again. Would have been nice. But we more or less have all the abilities we need to buy anyway. Cool. And it's nice that the game always shows like a little colored text to tell you that you've done something. Though I never figured out completely like when the colors yellow and green and teal. But
мы больше никого не...
One of the pieces of text said, "I won," and I don't think
okay.
that is what you're supposed to think. But that's when you originally like kill the guy for the first time.
So here there's like quite a few more, and there's more of the big ones that we fought earlier. For some reason the game decided to shoot my sword again. So these will also be easier to fight now that we have the double damage. Okay. I think actually I should have turned up the screen brightness. It can be kind of tricky to spot these guys.
You want the donations?
Yeah, go for it.
We have $20 from the French campaign. Greetings from Arby. Series of heroes with extreme needs and deserves. Once again, creating a fantasy realm. People like buddy. Then $5 from all of my friend Sergey. What's a Beltion?
Yeah, exactly. Little reference to Ultima 9, which is another game I play. Also kind of weird. Alright, so we cleared the streets and we can get on with the actual story of the game.
Actually, I have one more.
Yeah, go for it.
We have $5 from John Beyond Ritual. John Beyond Ritual here. Is Sid beyond Ritual? Will chat ever be beyond Ritual? Is society beyond Ritual? We will never know.
Yeah, I mean, I think like we should get beyond Ritual. Personally, that's my opinion. It might be a controversial statement. I'm gonna give one more attempt to see if I can learn this thing I wanted to learn before. Let's try 5. Doesn't that say something to do with the sword?
It's arrow and bow.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I guess we'll say нет. Okay, let's try 6.
Bugs, fiery bugs.
Okay, okay. Let's abort this.
Ты уже готов отправиться в город?
It doesn't help that half of the options are cut off the screen.
Yeah, that's because I'm playing windowed mode. And actually, I didn't explain that, but when you use the F10 key, if you play in windowed mode, the character will freeze until you make a new input, which makes it much easier to react. Because normally, like if you press F10 and you're inside a wall, the wall will just expel you. So you have to like be much faster on your F10ing if you're playing full screen mode. Okay, so this place is infested with demon creatures. But we won't have to fight any of them, hopefully. If we can find our way back. Can be a little tricky. You see a gate? There we go. And they will like follow you to the ends of the earth. Okay, we have to get... Wait, was that the guy? No. He is beyond the gate. Just like we're beyond ritual. And once again, one of the conversations where you actually have to take the lower option. Okay. Since we have to wait for the guy to scale the stairs for some reason, we might as well just go this place. But yeah, this place attacked by demon ghouls and also some antlion-looking creatures. Don't ask.
I'll just enjoy the view.
Yeah. So we have to get to the other side of the city by going through the sewer. I'm just going to use slow lineup here.
2 sewer games in a row. I mean, what a treat for the audience.
Yeah. Okay. Let's look at our map. Can you see the thing icon?
The thing?
Oh yeah, we're there. So we have to, I guess...
Is this random?
No.
Okay.
Now I activated that guy. See, that's the sort of antlion type thing. Okay, I'm actually going to reload this.
Is there anything random?
Because like if you get lost in these dungeons with the flying and you don't know like the exact layout of the dungeon, it can be really tricky. So I just want to like get a good clean flight to the end of the dungeon. That should be it. That's the door. I mean, that's the trickiest part about this game is lining up the flights because you're going backwards. All right, and here we need this kind of lineup, I think. And I think this Svitoch is called like Stone of the Lake or something. But yeah, it needs to be worked on by the
тот же вечер
guys of the
Орвин
Garayan Mountains,
отправился
actually. So we'll meet them again. And here is the girl we met in the tomb. For some reason, the Gnor has decided he's going to marry her, because as I told you, he just does exactly what he
Вы
wants.
готовы отправиться в как прикажет мой Гнор?
Орвин с энтузиазмом
Okay, so we go
пустился
back
в
to the
путь.
Garayan Mountains, because they're known for their craftsmanship. So
What
they
is
can
it?
hopefully like... Sorry?
Quest name Beltion demo.
Oh, excellent.
What a quest name.
Yeah. So they're actually having like a practice session here for like a tournament. We didn't load that. So we
Если
can
ты
just talk to
готов,
this guy instead.
хорошо.
Орвин уехал от горцев
So
крайне
what happens in the
рассерженным.
actual game is we beat the champion they're sending to this tournament in Radagon. And so they get angry at us, and so to gain their good graces again so they can fix the stone up for us, we volunteer to take his place. And that's what we're going to do here.
Ну что ж,
So we're going to do a lot of... This is why I leveled the fisticuffs
Орвин из
Так,
Грянских
ты
гор.
for
Орвин, да?
this sequence in
Готов?
specific.
Да, я готов.
Свобода!
So we have to fight like 5 different opponents. And they're going to go down like really quickly. Except for the like last 2 guys.
Объявляю победитель.
And they're going to start cheating also.
Так,
Like
ты
the last
Орвин,
guy
да? Да,
actually
я
pulls out a sword.
Выходи.
And yeah, this guy wears armor. I thought we were supposed to like fight like gentlemen.
Объявляю победителя. Так, ты Орвин. Да, я
So we just
готов.
keep going back to him and saying
На
yes, we want
арену.
to fight.
Выходи.
Are you not entertained?
Объявляю победитель. Так, ты Орвин. Да, я готов.
Some
На арену.
copy-paste
Выходи.
video gaming material.
And I think you can actually, I know you can actually complete all the levels without having to heal once, but I'm just going to use the safety potion
Объявляю
again.
победителя. Так, ты... Да, я готов.
So this is the last guy who pulls out a sword.
Выходи.
But hopefully we can do a lot of damage while he tries to heal himself with a potion. Yeah. Now he pulls out the sword, but he's already dead. Good. And so the Empress comes out again and is impressed. And this sequence is kind of weird. We can get some gems.
Береги себя.
I don't know if
Когда
there's some like
Орвин вернулся к
innuendos going on
горцам,
there, but
счастью
I saw none.
okay. Like this game is like secretly horny, I think.
Да, Орвин.
I have to remember what we're
Скоро
doing here.
вожделенный биль. Конечно.
Usually number one
Пока
is good when you don't
Орвин
know.
охотился за
Oh yeah, now
светочами
we're
по
going to the
всей
final part.
Сармантазаре, на южном побережье
So now that we
Варана
have all the Svitloch, we can summon Beltion. Unfortunately, though, we'll be skipping the actual summoning of the ship, but we will board it. So, we talk to the Gnor here. And he placed all these
Да, мой гнор.
Svitloches are placed in... Yeah, so this is the rumored fleet that they were building at the Fort Crimson, and we're supposed to like do a fight sequence there, but you can just fly back up here. And there's supposed to be a portal there that takes us onto the Beltion. So now we're on Beltion, the final place. And okay, once again this weird thing happened where it de-equips my sword. I don't know why that happens. But here the double damage thing is going to come in handy. And so, like in Half-Life 1, you have to first destroy some wards to an island. Okay, I died. So we take that. Let's see. So the thing is, in this form, like his final form, Saitark actually does a lot of damage. Like his fireballs can pretty much one-shot us. So we have to be super careful. But luckily these skeletons, his skeleton army, they don't really do much damage to us, but they do block a lot of his shots. Okay. And by this pillar there's going to spawn a bunch of health potions, so that'll come in handy as well. Okay, one ward to go. And then we also have to use a special sword that the Empress of the Groots gave us earlier. Now we just have a few skeletons left. We don't actually have to kill them, but it makes it a little bit easier. Not if I can. Yeah, so that is a little tricky.
Sword check?
Yeah, sword check. Okay, let's just see if we can get this. I can also just save, like, that's what I should do.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Unless it's like a special combat where you can't save, that could also be the case. Yeah, so I think like this would have been easier if I had the extra level into one-handed swordsmanship. It definitely would be. So let's see if we can just get a save in. Nice. So he actually kills a lot of his skeleton army with his fireballs. So now we're gonna equip the special sword, which is actually very bad for killing skeletons. But I'm not sure what he says. Oh yeah. Okay. Maybe I should kill the skeletons. I swear this fight isn't hard. I'm just gonna kill the skeletons. So now it's just the two of us, so that's just the way we like it. There we go. Basically, I just want to hide behind the column as he's shooting his fireball. And then I can use the time to drink a potion. I think he might have hurt himself there, actually. tangent coming up very soon. Oh, low HP. I'm very bad at managing HP in this game for some reason. Oh yeah, there we go, time! Alright, so we have one cutscene to go that I hope you will translate for us.
I hope so.
And I don't know why, like, in this coming cutscene, none of their mouths move. Maybe the content will shed light on it? Who knows?
I would have left the project at this stage.
Yeah, we weren't about to die. Very dramatic. So, we defeated the people who told us what to do, told us to defeat.
Орвин, ну что же вы
Okay, this
натворили?
part does have text.
Что? И боль, но пока я
It's the
не
next part.
получу
So
ответ.
he says like,
Так закончилась
some reason the
одна
Beltion
из
is
самых блистательных страниц в хрониках свода равновесия. Летающий корабль Beltion все же материализовался в аметистовой бухте. Но злая воля Сайтага нарушила планы Гнорра, а в последовавшей за этим схватке Beltion был роковым образом поврежден. Лакха Каалара приказал оставить Beltion на берегу бухты, окружив его стенами и возведя над ним свинцовый купол. Днем и ночью офицеры опоры единства стерегут Beltion. И наземные лазутчики состязаются друг с другом в изобретательности, желая выведать, что за диковину прячет от мира Гнор. Но Гнор редко вспоминает о Бельтионе. У него множество других дел, а офицер Орвин и вовсе не думает о летающем корабле. Как и раньше, он служит под началом Сонна, чье служебное рвение оставляет Орвину не одну свободную минуту. Орвин по-прежнему много путешествует. Но, к его огромному сожалению, служба ни разу со времен поиска Светоча не приводила его в столицу Грютов Радагарну, где ждет его прекрасная царица Апрейди.
Alright.
Not a happy ending, I guess, for him.
No.
But for Gnar, so.
Alright, that's Beltion.
Follow it on Twitch.
Yeah, follow it on Twitch.
Please.